Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my haul from Wednesday, August 8th. This was the second rummage sale of the season for the Catholic school across the border in Pennsylvania. They always do one in June right after school ends, and then they do one a couple weeks before, 2 or 3 weeks before school starts up again. So, of course, that day, my daughter picked that week to have baking camp. So my mom did me a favor, and she took her all the way to camp, which is in the complete opposite direction, and I got to leave early and get to the sale. So I got there around 7:30, stayed in the car until about 7:45, and then I got out because at this particular sale, they usually have some furniture items outside. 9 times out of 10, they'll have some chairs. So what everybody does is the first people in line, they snag all the chairs. We all sit in them until it's time to go in. So that's what I did. So I was nice and comfy while I sat outside and read my book, waiting for the sale to open. So, spent about 60 at this one. I think I spent 40 in June, which usually that's flip-flopped. I usually spend more in June and less in August. But they did have a ton of stuff, even though at the second one, the cafeteria isn't open, I guess because they're getting ready for stuff. So the cafeteria is usually where they have all the Christmas, the furniture, bigger toys, artwork, stuff like that. So this time they kind of jammed it all into the gym. So there was a ton of stuff to see. There was more in there than normal. And it's a huge gym. This sale takes forever to go through. So let me show you what I got. Like I said, I spent about 60. I should make that back with just one of these items, and everything else should be profit. So the first place I went was straight to their boutique section, which is right across from the cashier tables right up front. That's where their jewelry is, all their perfume, health and beauty, and any other little knickknacks that they deem collectible. Some are, some aren't, but so I usually go to the side of the table where there's the health and beauty. And it's funny because there's this little tiny lady back there, and there's tables all the way around, except for a little space so the ladies can get in and out. And around 3 sides of the tables, they have these big shelves. So you can't really see who's back there. Well, there's this little teeny tiny woman back there. She's probably about, I don't know, 4'9", 4'10". And she's the basket lady. And she can kind of see people's heads bobbing through the shelves. And you'll hear this tiny little voice with an accent go, "Do you need a biscuit?" Which means, do you need a basket? And she'll hand you this like little round wicker basket. You know the kind like you put paper plates in when you're going to sit outside? Those type of things. So that's your basket. So she handed me one, and I started looking at stuff. And the first, well, actually I went to that table twice. Thank goodness. And I'll tell you why later. But on my first go round, I found all this Arbonne stuff. And I apologize for the glare, guys. But, oh, why is that being so dark? Alright. Sorry. I have to... Let me move this. Okay. That was freaky. So I found all this Arbonne stuff. And I had it all in my basket. And I'm actually holding the basket with all this stuff laying down in it. Some of it's on top of each other. And this woman just comes along and she just starts picking stuff up. She goes, "Oh my goodness, what is this?" And I just turn around and look at her. I go, "It's mine. It's in the basket." And she goes, "Oh." I can understand if I was making a pile and I wasn't holding a basket with everything in it. But, people are crazy. But anyway, this, which is upside down, is a thermal fusion hair and scalp treatment. I think I can get, I listed all these already, guys, but I can't remember price. I think it's around $30 with free shipping. Then all the rest of these things are men's products. I got 2 of these. It's hard to do this without a glare. 2 of these Resurface shave gels. They go for I think like 30 a piece. One of these things goes close to 40 and I can't remember what it is. I know it's not this. This is the sunscreen, which only goes for around, I think, 20 to 25. And then I got this exfoliating wash. That might be 30 or 35. Maybe it's the shave gel that goes for more money. I'm not really sure. But anyway, you can go to my store, which the description or the link to my store is always in the description box under the videos, guys. So you can go there if you're really that interested in what the prices are. But I paid, what did I pay for those? $2 to $3 a piece on everything. I think everything was $3 except the hair and scalp revitalizer, which was the only non-male oriented product. So I left there, went to the other side, looked at their collectibles. They didn't have anything good. So I went to, I believe, the toy section. The only thing I found there were these 5 puzzles. These are called Scramble Squares. I've purchased these in the past. And it's supposed to be the world's most challenging puzzle. It only has 9 pieces. But I don't even understand how you're supposed to arrange them to solve it, but anyway, they're popular. I only paid $0.25 a piece for these, so $1.25 for the whole lot, and I think I put them up on eBay for $24.99 with free priority shipping, and they can go in a flat rate envelope, and I believe there's already a watcher on it. So I went through the toy section quickly because I wanted to get over to the craft section. And they moved it again this year, which freaks me out. Like, I hate when they move it because then I don't know where I'm going and I'm thinking that I'm going to miss stuff. But I got over there and it's kind of slim pickings this time around in the craft section. But I did find a bunch of stuff that was rubber banded together. I believe it was, hold on, $0.25 for all of these because they were all together. This is a Color Charts Herons cross stitch, but it is kitted for this second design here, so it's actually technically a kit. So I think I put that up for $15 with free shipping. And then these, I don't know where these are gonna go. These are all from Russell House Tapestries. They're designs that were adapted from traditional Oriental rugs, and they're all either 15 by 15 or 13 by 13. You can do cross stitch or needle point. They're very hard to find. I think this company went out of business a few years ago. So I put these all up for auction. I think it was $12.99. I can't remember if it was free shipping or not. It might not have been because I had 4 of them. So I figured if somebody buys more than one, I can combine shipping. But we'll see what happens with those. If they don't sell at auction, then I'll roll them over into the store and I might put a higher price tag on them. So that was it for the craft section, but they did have some art stuff over by their electronics. I did pick up 2 things there. I got this set of 30 pastels. This is from Yarka. And they're all in really good shape except one of the white ones is broken, and that's it. So I put these up for, it's either $20 or $22.99. It might have been $22.99 because they have to go priority, and unfortunately the box is just a little too long to fit into a flat rate envelope, of course. And with my luck, somebody from California will buy them. Those were $4, which was a little bit more than I normally pay for those. Then this pen set from Osmoroid. It's from 1974. It's just a little italic fountain pen with the 6 nibs. It's complete. It's in really good condition. It paid $2. Should be able to get, I think I put that up for $25 with free first class shipping. Then I went to the book section looking for Bibles. So I just threw anything and everything in my bag. I did get some missals, which 3 of these I'm going to sell together. I think these 3 I'm going to sell all together as a lot. There's the St. Joseph Sunday Missal. It's either this one or the other one I have to show you. This one I may be selling by itself. The St. Joseph Catholic Manual and the Vatican II Weekday Missal, where the cover's kind of falling off a little bit. I paid $1 a piece for these, I think, so I might try and sell these for 15 to 20 with free medium mail shipping altogether. And then I got this one with this cover. Oh, this is the St. Joseph Daily Missal. This is the one I'll sell by itself because these sell well on their own. Not sure yet whether I'm going to include the cover or not. I think I can get at least 15 to 20 on that. Then I got another Jerusalem Bible, which are fabulous to find. Although I don't know how much this one will go for because some of the pages are a little torn, because when people put these annoying little tabs on the pages, the Bible pages are so thin that a lot of times the tab ends up tearing them, like right here. And I don't want to put any tape on it, but a bunch of these tabs are like that. So I'm not sure what this is going to do. I paid $1 for it. I'm hoping at least 25 to 30 because those usually sell really well. I had one with a black leather cover that I got at the same sale last year. I sold that for 125. And then last night I had another big red one that you should have seen in a previous video already, that had illustrations by Salvador Dali. It was not in the best shape. It wasn't horrible. It's just there was gilding gone from the page edges and the spine was a little loose. So I sold that for $50 with free medium mail shipping. But I was fine with that because, like I said, I paid $1 for it. So can't complain. And then these are the last two I found. This one I paid a whopping $3 for because it's in the box. So she's like, I'm going to have to charge a $3 for that. I said, okay, fine. So got this. This is the companion Bible. Looks brand spanking new. I know I looked this up, but I can't remember the price on it. I'm thinking at least probably like 40, maybe a little more. I have to see. Sorry guys, I've had so much work to do that I really just have tons of prices running through my head and I can't keep anything straight. Then I found this one, which I thought was really interesting. This is a Bible from, this is a Douay version of the Old Testament. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But this is a Catholic Bible with this very cool metal cover on it. I've never seen one like this before. I did see one on WorthPoint, but I don't have WorthPoint anymore, and I've used up all the email addresses in house to get my free trial. Unless maybe I use my mother's. Maybe I'll do that. But there was one on WorthPoint, and it did sell for something. I just don't know what. But I can't find any others like this on eBay, so this will definitely be one that probably goes up for auction. And again, that was $1, so whatever I make on it is fantastic. The only thing I found, their DVD section, because they price their DVDs high. They're $3 a pop, even for, you know, for a single DVD. But I managed to get this one for $3, and it had 3 discs in it. I thought for a moment there she was going to charge me $9, and I was going to start arguing with her. But this is called Burst Fit Fire. Can probably make about 15 to 20 on that, I think. Normally, like I said, I do sometimes try these out, but this one seems a little too, even though it's 20 minutes, it seems a little too close to, like, you know, P90X or something like that, and I'm just, you know, no. I don't want to do that kind of stuff anymore. I really like my yoga DVD that I bought like 3 months ago. I love that, and, you know, I like to walk, and I'll do the treadmill, or I'll go walk in the park, and I just don't want to, you know, kill myself like these people do. Then let's see, and I went to look at the mugs. So I found 3, but 1 broke in transit, but that's okay because everyone here thinks it's cool and wants to keep it anyway, and it's really not worth that much. So kind of everything worked out for the best. But the ones that didn't break were these, and I think she charged me 50 cents for these. Yeah, she did. Normally they're like 10 or 25, but for some reason she charged me 50. This is a Captain America mug from Marvel. All the other ones I've seen, the handle is on the back of his head. I haven't seen any with them on the side, so I don't know if that's going to make any difference at all or not, but I think I put it up for 20 with free priority shipping. And then this little Ray Dunn mug went up for 20 plus shipping at auction, because it's an early one, I believe, that does not have her name on the bottom yet, from Magenta. So we'll see how we do with that. Again, that was 50 cents. And then the one that broke, one of the little fins came off of this, as you can see here. But this is like a ray gun mug. Isn't that cool? I love this. I mean, it's a little large and clunky, but it's cool looking. So my kids were like, you can't sell that. And of course, you know, this had already broken off somewhere on the way home. So I said, well, get a little Gorilla Glue and we'll keep it. But if you find these, you know, only buy them if you think they're cool too, because they're really not worth very much. And there's a bunch of them on eBay. Okay. Moving on. Again, in the houseware section for $2, I bought this set of Dance Designs tiny tapers. These are those big, long mama candles that you put in their little candle holders that they have with the very tiny holes. I've never seen them in yellow before, but I already had these in my system, so it was really easy to put these up. I just had to change the color. I think they're up for 20 with free first class shipping. Then I got two other candles. These were, I think, $4 a piece, which normally I wouldn't spend $4 a piece. But this one was a, come on, there we go. They're both Pure Radiance crackling candles, which means they have this wood wick that crackles when you light it. This one's vanilla cardamom, and the price tag is still on this one because my daughter wants to keep this one. So I'm probably going to let her have it. Although we did have an argument because I said, if you keep it, that's fine, but you know, it goes on your candle warmer upstairs, because my son last year for Christmas bought her a candle warmer for her room. And she gets mad because she wants to actually light a candle. And she looked at me, she goes, I don't understand why you won't let me light candles in my room. And I go, because I don't want you to burn the house down. And she goes, that's ridiculous. I wouldn't burn the house down. So then 3 days later, I walked in her room to say goodnight to her. She was dead asleep, and she had another different candle on her candle warmer, and the candle warmer was still on. So the next day, I looked at her and I go, would you like to know why you can't light candles in your room? She's like, why? I go, because you fell asleep last night and left your warmer on. If that had been an actual candle, it would have been lit all night and it could have burned down the house. So the only response I got from her was, oh. So I think that argument is done and over with, and I won. So, yay. And this is the other one that I got. This is a, come on, wakey wakey. There we go. This is a toasted almond one, which smells really good. But I have more than enough candles. And I think I can sell this one for 20 to 25 plus shipping. So that's why that one's going to go bye-bye. Then I went to the office supplies section. And there I found two of these little packages. These are vintage pencil leads. They're from Eversharp. These are 4-inch leads. These are 1 3/8. Most of them, some of them are still sealed. Most of them, if they're not sealed, are almost full. So I think I put these up for auction at 20 with free shipping. And these might have been 25. Or 30 maybe. Because these actually sell pretty well. So we'll see what happens with those. But those were $1 a piece. Then, oh, forgot the other two things I bought in the houseware section. I got this little sugar and creamer set because they are Fitz and Floyd. But I can't for the life of me find the pattern name on this. I've looked up, you know, flower pot and daisy creamer, and I've tried to look up every combination of description I can on this, and I just can't find it. And this one even has the little teeny tiny spoon. There are a couple of little flea bite chips, like right here, which is kind of hard to see. Try and find one that's easier to see. Here we go. Right here. If it's just a small chip in the glaze, you know, real tiny chip, that's called a flea bite chip, for those of you who don't know. Normally, that doesn't have too much effect on the value of things. So, I don't know where those are going to go. I'm going to try and at least get the minimum 30 out of them. I'll probably put them up for auction at 30, maybe plus shipping, and see if I get any watchers, and then decide where to go from there. Then I got another Fitz and Floyd item. These are a set of 4 plates. They all have different fruit on them. There's what, apples, pomegranates, lemons, and pears. Or there are those limes. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, these are from the Florentine line. I did find the pattern for these. And if you can find a whole set, they sell better, I believe, as a set. And I should be able to get 50 to 60 out of that set. I think I paid... Oh, what did I pay for those? Where is it? Oh, there they are. $4 for the whole set. So then I went to the Christmas section, and funny story in the Christmas section. I went back there and they had so much stuff that they had stuff shoved all the way under the tables. I mean, you had to get on your hands and knees and then like crawl under the table to pull these baskets or boxes out to look at things. So I get on my hands and knees, I get under the table, I pull out this basket of ornaments, and I'm looking through it. And as I'm looking through it, I find this tiny little plastic Ziploc bag that had 3 little pins in it, and they were houses. They weren't anything crazy. They kind of looked like they were made out of plastic. I turned them over, and they had a name on them, but it didn't look like anything crazy. So I figured, oh, well, I'll hold on to them because I'll look the name up, but, you know, chances are I don't want them. So I have them in my hand, and I'm looking through the ornaments, and this lady comes over to me. She goes, oh, thank you, I've been looking for those. Those are mine. And I go, excuse me? She goes, those pins, those are mine. And I go, what do you mean they're yours? She goes, oh, I paid for them a while ago, and I've been walking around here searching for them ever since. I'm like, huh? Now, the reason I was questioning her was because here's the gym. The cashier and the stage and the door to get out is up here. At the complete opposite end of the building, and this is going to stop in a minute. Hold on. Okay. At the complete opposite end of the building is where all the Christmas stuff is. Okay? So, she's telling me she'd paid for this stuff, which normally people pay for it and then they walk right out the door and they put it in their car. She said she paid for this little tiny bag of pins, and somehow the little tiny bag of pins ended up all the way at the opposite end of the gym, and not only at the opposite end, but in a basket, shoved under a table, up against the wall, where I had to crawl under there to get it. I'm like, uh-huh. I'm thinking to myself, lady, if you were named Pinocchio, your nose would be like 2 feet long right now. And she's like, oh no, really? I paid for those. And I figured, you know what? I don't know what these pins are, and I don't really care that much. If it was something that I knew was worth a lot, I would have probably started an argument with her. But I'm thinking to myself, she must really want these if she made up that tall tale. You know, and is trying to get me to believe that she paid for these, and somehow they ended up all the way back here, and I just happened to find it. Yeah, okay. So I just gave them to her and moved on. For I think $2 or $3 I got this Hallmark keepsake ornament. This is called Santa's Spin Top. It's one of those magical ones that moves. Not really worth too much. Maybe squeak 8 to 10 plus shipping out of that. Then for another, where is it? For another $2, I got this ornament. This is a Glitterville ornament. The reason I got it was because it said Department 56. Apparently this guy's stuff is pretty popular. This line has been discontinued, the Department 56 line, but he still has a Glitterville website, and I guess Oprah loves him because I found him on Facebook. But this is Slick Nick the Baker Man. There are no other Santa ornaments online right now, so I don't know where that's going to go. I think I put it up for $30 with free shipping just to see what would happen. Because he's also got a lot of Halloween stuff. The Halloween stuff's really popular right now. So, I don't know. And then the last thing I bought from the Christmas section, which is going to be useless unless I can figure out a way to fix it, and I don't know how I can, is this Snoopy music box. Whoops. This is from Schmid, and he's supposed to have a little metal loop back here that's supposed to connect to this little hook. And then as the music box plays, he's supposed to go up and down. But when I got home, I realized the loop was missing. And, you know, he's just clunky. Unless I sell it as is, which is very possible somebody would just buy it like that. He just doesn't go up and down. So we'll see, but I paid $2. And then I went back up to the boutique table, thank goodness. And when I did, I had seen these on my first time around, but didn't bother I don't know why I didn't bother looking them up, but I didn't. And when I got back up there, thankfully they were still there. And one of them is going to cause your eyes to go wonky because of the box. So I'm going to try not to point it at you too much. But these are two perfumes by Flirt. This one's called Rockin' Rebel. They're both 1.7 ounce bottles. And this one is called Glamorazzi. Yeah. This one is very, very hard to find now. And I believe this one might have been discontinued too. And if you do find it on eBay, it's normally like a 0.45 ounce box. The 1.7s are harder to find. And none of them are in the original box. So I got these for $3 a piece, I believe. I think I can sell this one for like 70 to 80, although I'm going to put both of them up at auction just to see what happens. And this one, I saw this one on Poshmark. Somebody bought it for like $45. And there were all these comments underneath, and people were like, I would have paid, you know, do you have another one? I'd pay twice as much as what that other person paid. So I'm like, okay. So I'm going to slap that baby up there for about $90 at auction, and I'm going to see where it goes. So we shall see. But just one of these should pay for everything that I bought at this sale. So not too bad. Let's see. That's pretty much it. Unfortunately, there is a sale this Friday. There's a Rummage sale on the 24th up in North Jersey, which I've gone to before. I did find a $250 Swarovski Christmas ornament there and did really well, even though it was a very small Rummage sale. But I can't go to that one because I'm going to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo with my mom and my neighbor down the street. So kind of twitching over that. As much as I love going to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, I also really, really hate missing Rummage sales. Because I just keep thinking, like, I'm missing out on something else and, you know, someone else is going to snatch it. But I just got to let it go. So, thanks for watching, everyone. There's going to be a lot of Rummage sales coming up now that September's almost here. So, through September and October, I should have a lot more of them to show you. But thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.